All right, finally, we get a first look at the new Inhumans show. Is it amazing IMAX cinematic glory or kind of standard TV fare? We'll talk about it in just a moment. Hey everyone, D here, and I hope you were able to catch that Inhumans trailer dropping this morning. Really looking forward to seeing this. Was really curious how this actual look of the show was going to come across. I know we were a little concerned after seeing that Entertainment Weekly cover, not super impressed with the costumes, the looks that were established here. So I was really waiting for this trailer to drop to give us the actual feel for how this show is going to look. And it's very straightforward in its presentation. We are basically looking over at, we're introduced basically to the royal family very quickly. Maximus the Mad doing his monologue over, basically talking about leaving the moon where Attilan, the big inhuman city, is at, and heading to Earth to take over Earth. So we're looking at here the beginnings of the first rebellion for Maximus the Mad against Blackbolt. He does this a lot in the comics. It's kind of his thing. But we can see in the early shots, especially when they're going across the table and they're having dinner, we see Maximus sitting at the table. He is still part of the family at this point. And then we have the rebellion, and from that point, the escape to Earth, and that's sort of where the show is going to be. So let's take a look at, really briefly, my first impressions of the trailer. And I have to say, I was a little bit underwhelmed. Now, I'm assuming that what we're seeing here is all of the IMAX footage. This looks like all of the first two episodes, the first big IMAX movie part before it comes down to the TV. And there was still very much a very TV look to it. There wasn't a lot of depth. I felt the lighting was very flat. Not a lot of real interesting pictures. From what I could see, that there was just kind of a lack of a big cinematic feel. When we get to Earth, we've got a lot more sweeping shots, but didn't get to see a lot of Attilan. I was really hoping to get a chance to be a sweeping shot over the city. How was it placed on the moon? Are they doing the standard city there and they've got the dome over it? Are they putting Attilan, underneath the surface? Don't really know that. I'm waiting to see a little bit more. But that was kind of a bit disappointing. I was hoping to get a nice shot of Attilan. The stuff that we saw inside was nice, it was big, but also looked kind of like a business park. A very fancy, nice business park. Blackbolt himself, I love Anson Mount. Hell on Wheels was an amazing show. Difficulty for him because he's not really going to be able to talk in this. But I didn't also get a very kingly feel off of Blackbolt in this. In fact, most of the shots of him, he looks either sad or confused. Also, it doesn't appear that he can fly. Flight is one of his big things. Now, of course, again, we only saw a little bit of stuff here, but especially that shot later on at the end where he is running down the street. We don't have a lot of running for for Blackbolt. When a man that can fly. So, looks like they might be taking that. They're tweaking a few things. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't see in this that threw me off. One, was hoping to get some Medusa hair action, especially when she gets grabbed by Maximus's guards, and we should have hair grabbing guys and throwing them around and doing super cool. None of that. Didn't really see any movement off of Medusa's hair. We did see a lot of everybody really kind of Blackbolt, Maximus focused, a little bit of Karnak in here, who looks great. But that's kind of the other thing. Now it makes sense. We got some great tattoo stuff, and doing the kind of bigger head might be a little more complicated. But that was one of the other things when we did see Attilan, and we got the kind of shots of the Inhumans when Maximus is speaking with them. Everybody looks very human. Looks very plain. For Attilan, the home of the Inhumans, those exposed the Terrigen Mist, where diversity is the key. Everybody looks very plain, looks very human. We're not even getting the kind of crowd alien shots we would expect off of like an old DS9 episode. Was just kind of very plain across. So there were some lacking elements. Now Triton looked good. We just saw a brief shot of him. He looked great. So I mean, we obviously have some inhuman characteristics. You know, the actual change of humanity form. We saw that a little bit in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when we had Lash and we had Raina's change. So we know that happens. It's just for Adelant, for a shot of the Inhuman city. Like I said, we didn't get a big scope of it, and the people that we saw all looked very human. In fact, they almost looked like just poor street humans. So there is some scale that I am missing from the show. When we get to Hawaii, it looks like Hawaii. It looks kind of the standard stuff here. But there was just, like I said, kind of a little lacking. Lockjaw looked great. A little CGI, but great. I like that last little shot where he gets to be a little playful. I was like, okay, now we've got a little Lockjaw playfulness action happening here. Now look, I know I sound like I'm getting really down on it. I'm still excited to see the show. I want to see more. I know this is just the beginning. This is just taste. But to give us a taste, to introduce us into this new amazing world with these incredibly diverse characters, there was a very distinct plainness, I thought, to everything. And I'm really kind of hoping to get a bigger feel. So, still looking forward to stuff, still kind of excited, but a bit tempered now because I'm not getting that sense of scale, that sense of depth, that sense of bigness that I was hoping for this show. So, that's going to be it. What did you guys think? Let me know. Throw those down in the comments section below. Wide variety of opinions. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Throw those down in the section below. As usual, like if you did enjoy this, and subscribe if you are not. Here's a subscription button right here, and I'll just go ahead and throw up a random review you guys check out right there. All right, that's it. I'm D. Hope you guys liked the trailer. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.